Hello and welcome to Play CCN, which is sponsored by Temperzone. I'm your host, Sandra Rossi, editor of Climate Control News. This week's episode is being recorded at the Darling Harbour Convention Centre. I'm attending the Sydney Build Expo 2022. It's great to be back attending conferences, and there's certainly plenty of activity here. So it's great to be out and about, although it wasn't easy finding a quiet spot to report and file. Okay, now to the headlines. Master Electricians Australia has called on building companies to stop blaming contractors for their financial failures and to get behind payment security reforms for the building sector. MEA Chief Executive Malcolm Richards said the statutory account model set up in Queensland for major public projects has worked well and needs to be extended to private projects. He wants other states to also introduce this model. He said since trust accounts were implemented, not a single tradie has been left out of pocket. The federal government, it's important at a time when the federal government has a 10-year infrastructure investment pipeline totalling a record $120 billion. However, the construction industry continues to struggle with labour shortages and increased building costs. This labour shortage has shown signs of improvement in the HVAC&R industry. According to the latest figures from the Australian Refrigeration Council, Australia's total number of Arctic licensed refrigeration and air conditioning technicians and authorised refrigerant trading businesses recently exceeded 120,000 licences. That's an increase of almost 8% year on year. So that's a bit of promising news. Now, Japanese buyout firms, Japan Industrial Partners and Polaris Capital Group are both considering bids for Toshiba, according to a Reuters report that was published this week. Now, Toshiba set up a special committee last month to consider bids and potential deals to go private after shareholders rejected a restructuring plan. Both funds are smaller than the global private equity firms that have shown an interest in Toshiba, but they are seen as important when it comes to acquiring Toshiba's critical defence and nuclear power assets. Japan Industrial purchased the Olympus camera business last year and Sony's laptop business in 2014, while Polaris acquired Fujitsu's mobile phone business in 2018. So that's an interesting development. Well, that's it for our headlines this week, which were brought to you by Temperzone. Thank you for watching.